define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect you. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Be ready this planting season by contacting Yield Advantage for all your seed and planting equipment needs. They carry high-quality products from Precision Planting, Intelligent Ag, Copper and Ag, Outback Wraps, Rare Parts LLC, Midwest Seed Genetics, and more. Yield Advantage can help your planter from basic service parts to liquid fertilizer setups. All of the latest technology, all the significant advancements. Contacting Yield Advantage, 215-117-7878, online at yield-advantage.com.
Local insurance team ready to serve you. American Family Insurance, Miller and Associates, providing home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance. As residents of your community, they understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted friends and neighbors. Together, they're building strong partnerships that help everyone succeed. American Family Insurance, Miller and Associates, a proud supporter of high school athletics. The folks at Tyler Farm Supply understand that farming is hard work, and that's why they only offer durable and reliable short-line farm equipment that can depend on. Whether you're a small-scale farmer or manage a large operation, they have the tools that you need to get the job done quickly and efficiently. Plus, with their competitive pricing and financing options, Tyler Farm Supply makes it easy for you to get the equipment you need without breaking the bank. Give them a call today, 701-642-8827.
When challenging conditions arise, we don't back down. We have our game. We outpace the competition. Keep you ahead of adversity. We keep you equipped and bring you solutions that hit close to home. Channel leads the field so you can rise above. See how at channel.com/rise.
OSPTI, your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls, Breckenridge, and Hankinson. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
For 75 years, Corner Drug has been your trusted health pharmacy. As the prescription specialist, we're dedicated to your health. We provide immunizations to keep you safe, along with health pack compliance packages for easy medication. Plus, our medication synchronization ensures all your prescriptions are ready. Experience personalized care, expertise, your health
At Essential Health, we understand the significance of second chances. Our health specialists see them every day. That's why regular checkups and heart screenings are vital, even if you feel fine, and especially when you have a family history. Essential Health is early detection, advanced treatments, comprehensive coverage, second chances. At Essential Health, we are called to keep you strong for what's next.
Hey there, we have 30 seconds to tell you why you should be a member of the credit union.
First Community Credit Union.
But aren't all financiers member-owned?
Nope, they're not.
Many have stockholders that drive decisions. As a credit union, we put our members first.
As a matter of fact,
That means all the money that we make
should be.
gets reinvested back to you, our member owners.
So come see why.
Life is better with you. At First Community Credit Union.
Comdell Innovation is now hiring production technicians for a variety of shifts with opportunities to make $20 or more per hour. Work in a clean, climate-controlled facility. Second shift, 4 10-hour days, every weekend off, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m. And 4 crew rotation, straight days, 7 a.m. p.m. for straight nights, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Apply in person or online at ComdellInnovation.com. Comdell Innovation of Wahpeton, an employee-owned company.
Every business begins with an idea. With dedication, hard work, and high-speed broadband, that idea can grow into something giant. The member organizations that form it are proud to support North Dakota businesses every step of the way, from the soil to the state. The Broadband Association of North Dakota, helping North Dakotans grow bright ideas into big business.
Moving lifestyle and budget. Do more with the spacious GMC Kindred, the powerful, always dependable Chevy Silverado, or the rugged, hard-working GMC Sierra. Since 1960, selection is great, and if we don't have it, we'll find it for you. Smith Motors, small town friendly, big town.
Interstate engineering, our business is about connections. We connect people to water, communities to counties, counties to the rest of the world. Our work connects main streets to interstates, and yesterday with the potential of tomorrow. With over 40 years of connecting, our experience and expertise are thanks to the clients who never leave, trust we have built, and the connections we have made. Interstate engineering, professional people trust.
Giving back to what you love. We are Optimal Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggerman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, aching joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
Here at the Amanda Frederick State Farm Agency, we do our best to make insurance a little less insurance-y for you. Hi, this is Amanda, your local State Farm agent. You've probably seen our team out and about volunteering in the community, participating in local events, and just doing our all-around best to support and encourage a healthy, vibrant community. Stop into our office sometime and find out why we've been consistently voted best insurance agency in the Valley, and why State Farm has been a trusted local name in insurance for 100 years. We hope to meet you soon.
Services. With over 30 years of experience in the railroad industry, they know the railroad service is what you strive for. Red River Valley and Western is proud to be
beyond the expected, help you with cleaning past, and finding your friend. Orthopedics and sports medicine.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain Hefty Seed never changes. Red River Grain Hefty Seed works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain Hefty Seed has been saving farmers money for years. For all your grain and agronomy needs, stop in or call the friendly staff at 643-3731 or visit them online at redrivergrain.com.
If your athletes suffering from ankle sprain or lifted ahead, did you know that a chiropractic adjustment can decrease ankle swelling by half and get your athlete back to your sport quicker? Or dizziness, brain fog can come from a neck subluxation. With 20 years of chiropractic experience, Dr. Andy at Hanson Family Chiropractic knows personally how chiropractic adjustments can get you back to your sport in no time. Request an appointment online at HansonFamilyChiropractic.com or call 701-676-1300.
Wahpeton Deli and Eatery, serving delicious deli staples paired with great service and friendly staff. They use the best ingredients and provide a great atmosphere. If you have an office party or a national celebration, Wahpeton Deli and Eatery can help with your next event. And now, it's time for in-store pickup. Check it out at
All Seasons Car Wash.
Sometimes it's tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast.
Dad, what are you doing?
I'm TikTok. Don't even want me around anymore. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Thanks,
Dad. Take it back.
Hugs back.
All right, you announcements before you get contest underway. The administration.
Abby Johnson with the home run, just about to straight away center field.
Life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Farmers, be ready this planting season by contacting Yield Advantage for all your seed and planting equipment needs. They carry high-quality products from Precision Planting, Intelligent Ag, Copperhead Ag, Outback Wraps, Wear Parts LLC, Midwest Seed Genetics, and more. Yield Advantage can help your planter from basic service parts to liquid fertilizer setups. All of the latest technology and often significantly less than buying a new planter. Be ready to hit the field by contacting Yield Advantage, 218-517-7878, or online at yield-advantage.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking live at Wahpeton High School, the site of tonight's matchup of the preseason number 5 team in Class A North Dakota Wahpeton Huskies and the current number 5 team in Class A basketball for girls in North Dakota, the Kindred Vikings. The Kindred Vikings won last week over Barnesville 56-54 in their first game. The only game they've played so far, the Wahpeton Huskies lost last weekend to South Prairie Max 48-6. 74, but bounced back for a 53-32 win over Stanley last Saturday. This is the opening game of Region 1 basketball, North Dakota Class A girls, and it looks like we're ready for the national anthem. That was Adeline Pickens singing the national anthem. I don't know if you could hear the audio or not, but she always does a fantastic job. Coming up next, public address announcer Yoni Fobb will be introducing the starting lineups for each team. We may not have good audio on that. We've had a few audio difficulties, so I will walk you through the starters along with our public address announcer. Your starting lineup is brought to you by Miller and Associates and American Family Insurance. Miller and Associates, they offer you home, life, business, and farm insurance to meet your needs. So remember Miller Associates when you're looking for insurance. Starting at a guard, we've already heard about her in the Yield pregame show. Number 1, Liza Trenbeth, a 5'11 junior. Also starting is number 3, that's Sierra Nipstead, a 5'11 freshman guard. Starting at a forward for the Kindred Vikings is number 5, she's a 5'11 senior, Kennedy Bacco. The 4th starter that they're setting out is number 11. That's Leah Rowland. She's a 5'5 junior guard. And the 5th starter for the Kindred Vikings is number 24. That's Zoe Sharp, a 5'8 senior forward for the Kindred Vikings. Kindred Vikings are coached by Mr. Sam Brandt. And the lights are off for your Wahpeton Husky starters. We've got a little energy in the Wahpeton High School gymnasium tonight. We have a good crowd from both teams, and here come the Wahpeton Huskies starters coached by Mr. Brian Watson. Piper Nelson, number 3, a 5'6 guard for the Huskies. She's a 7th grader that's going to be handling the point guard duties for the Huskies. Starting at another guard for the Huskies is number 22, Claire Langenwalter. She's a 5'6" junior, and she's been working in the gym every morning before school. Her work ethic is unparalleled. Starting at center for the Huskies, it's number 32, Sienna Favre, a 6'1" sophomore forward, a rangy player with athletic feet and a nice touch on her shot. Also starting for the Huskies, that looks like number 3, Piper Nelson. The first starter they set out was number 2, Hallie Miller, a 5'10" senior that can play both inside and outside. And finally for the Huskies, number 40, Scout Woods, a 5'10" senior forward. All right, coming up next momentarily, we're going to have the tip-off. And basketball fans, the tip-off is brought to you by Tyler Farm Supply. Tyler Farm Supply, your short line farm equipment dealer since 1985, and they're located in Tyler, North Dakota. And here's the tip. Claire Langenwalter takes control of the ball for the Huskies as they set up the offense. Piper Nelson, the 7th grader, looking at a trap, easily beats that. Hallie Miller's pass to Scout Woods is stolen by the Vikings. Here comes the Vikings offense. A quick 3 from way downtown, no good. Scout Woods is going to advance the ball on the rebound. Piper Nelson in the corner. Back out to Woods on the top. Back to Nelson. Corner 3 for Nelson. Not shy for a 7th grader. She's going to take that shot when she's open. Good for her. Vikings looking over that Husky defense. Looks like a 1-2-2 zone for the Huskies. And there's a good three-pointer. Sierra Nipsed opens the scoring in this Region 1 battle tonight. Steal by the Vikings. They're going to offense. There's a three-pointer. Another good three-pointer. That's number 11, Leah Rowland, scoring. And we have a quick timeout called by Brian Watson and the Huskies. And we're going to go.
Insurance team ready to serve you. American Family Insurance, Miller and Associates, providing home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance. As residents of your community, they understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted friends and neighbors. Together, they're building strong partnerships that help everyone succeed.
And we are back to the Wahpeton High School Gymnasium after that short timeout. We have a quick 6-0 lead for the Kindred Vikings. Wahpeton Husky basketball looking at a 1-3-1 three-quarter court press. They're going to run their 1-4 entry press break. Effective press break against this type of pressing offense. Hallie Miller having a little bit of trouble bringing it across. Hustle play on the far sideline. We've got a jump ball. And possession arrow this time says Kindred Viking basketball, which is correct. The Huskies won the opening tip. Here comes that Kindred offense with a early 6-0 lead. Huskies are out in man-to-man. Ball goes out of bounds, and we have a Kindred Viking turnover. Here come the Huskies. Again, looking at a three-quarter court zone press. Steal by the Vikings. Layup is no good. Follow shot taken by Kennedy Bacco for the Vikings. She's going to go to the line. And this free throw is brought to you by Giant Seeds and Snacks. At the foul line is Kennedy Bacco. She misses the first foul shot. That foul was registered to Wahpeton's Hallie Miller, first personal first-team foul. Piper Nelson with the rebounded, missed free throw. And here come the Huskies. Fobb dishes it back to Hallie Miller, who tries to power it up, and she draws a foul. She's headed to the foul line. She's going to shoot 2 shots. Hallie Miller at the line. And this free throw is brought to you by Essentia Health. Miller, first shot at 2. Bounces around and drops in. Here's Miller's second shot. No good. Sienna Fobb nearly getting an offensive rebound, but here comes the Kindred offense. Backdoor cut works for the Kindred Vikings. Scoring that one is Liza Trenbeth. Nice assist from Leah Rowland. And we have a blocking foul called under the basket. Hallie Miller on the drive. She's fouled. Second team foul for the Kindred Vikings. Foul went against Kennedy Bacco, first personal. Scout Woods' mid-range shot is good. 2 points for the Huskies. 8-3, Kindred Vikings lead by 5. We're at 5:20 left in the first quarter. Rebound attempt by Trenbeth, no good. That's Liza Trenbeth. She has a sister playing as well. Hallie Miller blasting up the sidelines. Blocking foul called against the Kindred Vikings. Third team foul. That foul, Liza Trenbeth on the block, her first personal. Huskies looking at a 1-3-1 half-court defense. Hallie Miller sends it into Scout Woods, who misses too deep under the basket. Vikings trying to run. Shot is missed. Outlet to Scout Woods. She's trying to go the distance, and Scout Woods' shot is up, and Scout Woods scores, bringing the lead to 3 for the Vikings. And the Vikings answer, Liza Trenbeth with a quick jump hook in transition. Viking offense looks good early. They have a 10-5 lead. Piper Nelson tries a 3 again. Ball out of bounds. Vikings take control. Substitution for the Vikings. Number 13, Taylor Sanders is in the game. Sanders is a 5'11" freshman. She's listed as a guard, but she looks like she's got the height to play inside if she wants to. Official Dustin Payne officiating the throw-in. Here comes the Viking offense against the Huskies' man-to-man defense. Trenbeth with the ball. She's looking it over. Pass goes inside, nearly turned over. Shot fake and drive from Trenbeth, back out. 3 on top of the key, no good. Liza Trenbeth rebound. 3-point attempt. That's Sierra Nipstead. Here comes Hallie Miller on the break. Turnaround jumper for Hallie Miller is no good. Vikings looking over that Husky transition man-to-man defense. Nipstead sets the offense. Backdoor play to Trenbeth, assist from Bacco. That basket's good, and the Vikings build a 12-5 lead over the Huskies. 3:18 left in the first quarter. Pull-up bank jumper for Miller, no good for the Huskies. And once again, Trenbeth bringing up the basketball. She will handle the ball, and she is their leading scorer. Very agile, she can go either direction. Nice high screen and dive to the basket, and we've got a foul called on the Wahpeton Huskies. That foul is against Sienna Fobb. First personal, second team foul. At the line is Baco. Baco's first shot is up and good. And this set of free throws is brought to you by Smith Motors, your Chevy GMC dealer in Wahpeton. Second shot by Baco is good. She makes both foul shots. We're at 13-5 in the first quarter. Look ahead to Miller. She tries a driving shot, but she's fouled before that shot goes up. Foul on the floor. Foul called on Taylor Sanders. First personal, fourth team foul. And there's a basket for the Huskies. That was Hallie Miller scoring that one. And the Kindred Vikings answer with a turnaround jumper from Liza Trenbeth. Now the Huskies have to work against that full court man-to-man pressure. Piper Nelson kicks it out to Fobb. Scout Woods over to Hallie Miller. Deep three is no good. Ball out of bounds, and Huskies will retain possession. Let's see what Brian Watson comes up with for an inbound play here. Inbound pass is stolen, and we've got a fast break for the Vikings. That's number 3, Sierra Nipstead, and she's fouled on the drive to the basket. She's going to go to the line and shoot 2 shots for the Vikings. That foul is against Piper Nelson for the Huskies. Nipstead's first foul shot is good, and this set of foul shots is brought to you by the Wahpeton Daily News. Scout Woods returns for the Huskies, and Nipstead shooting her second of 2. Second free throw is good. Score is 18-7, Vikings lead, and now they're in a half-court trap against the Huskies. Corner 3, putting that one up is Gracie Falk. It's a miss, and it triggers a Viking fast break. Ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Huskies ball. And we're looking for Coach Brandt to put on that 1-3-1 half-court trap again. He just backed his 3-quarter court trap off to half court, just constantly changing and harassing the Huskies. It's early season, and you don't always see these types of defenses this early in December. Cambry Mauk is in the game. She's playing at guard for the Huskies. Hallie Miller is looking things over. Cambry Mauk, nice fake, and she moves the ball. Hallie Miller shoots a deep 3, and that one's no good. And the Vikings turn it over, attempting to run out of that missed shot. It's going to be Huskies basketball on the sideline. Huskies down by 11 with 1:20 left in the first quarter. Gracie Falk turns it over, but the Vikings missed the layup. That was Nipstead missing the left-hand layup. So Gracie gets the rebound, and the Huskies are working against that 1-3-1 again. They're looking for Scout Woods. They get it to Scout Woods. She draws a big crowd in the lane, and Dustin Payne calls a foul, reaching in as Scout Woods is trying to do some business under the basket. No shot on that play, so it's going to be Huskies ball out of bounds. Hallie Miller is going to inbound. We have subs coming in for each team. Check that. We're in the bonus. 5th personal foul. Last foul on Lila Kittleson for the Vikings. First personal, 5th foul, and Scout Woods is going to shoot a bonus instead of Huskies ball inbounds. This free throw is brought to you by Optimum Rehab, and Scout Woods makes it on the Optimum Rehab free throw. making the first. That gives her the bonus shot. Woods' shot is up and good. Here come the Vikings. They're looking ahead. And how about that? Liza Trenbeth rattles home a 3 in transition from the corner. Husky defense was getting back to the lane and didn't cover Trenbeth. Piper Nelson tries a 3 from the top of the key. No good. Vikings basketball, 21-9 for the Kindred Vikings. Checking back in for the Huskies, Sienna Fobb. So the big girl is back in, and the Huskies are running 3 big girls now. They got Claire Woods, Scout Woods, along with Fobb, Cambry Mauk at guard, and Piper Nelson, who has 2 fouls. She's going to have to be careful here with 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Nipstead back and forth across the top of the key. She passes it off to, that's Leah Rowland, who gets fouled on the drive. Rowland with 15.5 seconds left in the quarter is going to go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Interstate Engineering is bringing you this free throw, which is good for Leah Rowland. Checking in for the Huskies, number 35, Julia Lopez-Lee. She's in for Fobb. Protect Fobb a little bit so she doesn't pick up a foul in these last 15 seconds. Lopez-Lee is going to inbound. Vikings extend their defense to a full court press. A 1-3-1 press. Here's Claire Woods. We've reversed around to Cambry Mauk. And it pass to Julia Lopez-Lee was batted out of bounds by the Vikings. 3.4 on the clock. Deep sideline inbound for the Huskies. Let's see what they got for an out-of-bounds play here. Claire Woods comes wide open for a 3-pointer top of the key, and her shot is no good. And that's the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we have a score of Kindred Vikings 23, Wahpeton Huskies 9. As your first quarter comes to an end, we're going to go to commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Family Insurance, Miller and Associates, a proud supporter of high school athletics.
And we hope to see you at American Family Insurance, Miller and Associates.
The folks at Tyler Farm Supply understand that farming is hard work, and that's why they only offer durable and reliable short-line farm equipment that you can depend on. Whether you're a small-scale farmer or manage a large operation, they have the tools that you need to get the job done quickly and efficiently. Plus, with their competitive pricing and financing options, Tyler Farm Supply makes it easy for you to get the equipment you need without breaking the bank. Give them a call today, 701-642-8827.
When challenging conditions arise, we don't back down. We up our game. We outpace the competition. Keep you ahead of adversity. We keep you equipped and bring you solutions that hit close to home. Channel leads the field so you can rise above. See how at channel.com/rise.
Make OS.
And we're back. Sorry about that. I keep forgetting to turn off my mute button coming out of this. So far to start the second quarter, we've had a couple of missed layups. Scout Woods making some free throws there. That brings the score to 23-11. Kindred Vikings lead. They try a quick pass ahead, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Huskies basketball. And we had a slight delay there for equipment, tying some shoes. Huskies inbound and bring it across. Still looking at a 1-3-1 out of the Kindred Vikings. This appears to be their favorite defense. Gracie Falk is in the game at guard. Hallie Miller working against that zone. She's passing off to Scout Woods. Scout Woods drives. Goes up with the shot, no good off the backboard, and we've got a scramble for the loose ball. Woods gets another shot up again, no good. And we have a steal by the Kindred Vikings. They're in transition, shooting a layup, and we've got a block out of bounds. Kindred Viking basketball. Claire Langenwalter returns to the lineup for the Huskies. Three-point shot off the inbounds play is no good for Nipstead. Langenwalter some difficulty working against the trap, but it's back out. Huskies set the offense. Scout Woods gets it in the short corner. Jumper is good for Scout Woods. She puts 2 more points up for the Huskies. It's down to a 10-point Viking lead, 23-13, with 5:50 remaining in the half. Vikings are really good at getting that backdoor cut to Liza Trenbeth. Trenbeth pushes up a shot against Claire Woods, and she is fouled by Woods. This set of free throws is brought to you by Gripper Sports. Go to Gripper Sports for your sporting good needs. Trenbeth makes the first of 2 foul shots there. Returning to the lineup for the Huskies is Sienna Fobb. Entering for the Kindred Vikings is Ivy Trenbeth. So now we have both Liza and Ivy in the game at the same time. As the Kindred Vikings feel fairly comfortable with the 25-13 lead, 5:40 left in the first half. Press break, jump shot, Scout Woods. No good. Rebound Vikings. Vikings, corner 3, no good. Putting that one up was Leah Rowland. Eventually goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Wahpeton Husky basketball. Not a lot of defensive changes for the Kindred Vikings. They're either in 3-quarter court 1-3-1 press, or half-court 1-3-1 trap, or a 1-3-1 half-court zone. Breaking the press is Scout Woods. Her drive to the basket is up off the glass and good. She's fouled. The old-fashioned 3-point play. Scout Woods goes to the line for 1 shot. And this foul shot is brought to you by Bell Bank in beautiful downtown Wahpeton. Woods' free throw is off the front iron, rebounded by the Vikings. And here they come, getting ready to set their offense. Handling the ball now is Sierra Nipstead. Nipstead, Liza Trenbeth. Trenbeth's 3 might have been partially blocked by Sienna Fobb. Fobb runs the floor, pass ahead. She kicks it back out. And Claire Langenwalter rebounds the missed three-pointer and puts it back in for a Husky basket. 25-17. Huskies are trying to make a run here. Liza Trenbeth drives, left-hand hook shot is no good. And the Huskies accidentally bat the ball out of bounds. It's going to be Kindred Viking basketball out of bounds. So the Vikings are setting their inbounds play with 4:31 left in the half. Liza Trenbeth. She's got the ball. She's going to look things over. She's working against Claire Woods. Kicks it out. That's Kennedy Bacco, and her three-pointer drops. Another three for the Kindred Vikings. Two-guard front, Nelson and Miller working against the front of that zone. Woods high post, kicking it over to Hallie Miller. She drives. Her drive's no good. Vikings come out of there with the ball. They're on the fast break. Trenbeth, no good. Rebound by the other Trenbeth. Kick back out to Kennedy Bacco for a good three-pointer. And we have a timeout called by the Wahpeton Huskies. This timeout is brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance, and we are going to take a moment and go to a break, ladies and gentlemen.
Your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls, Breckenridge, and Hankinson. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
For 75 years, Corner Drug has been your trusted Health Mart pharmacy in Wahpeton. As the prescription specialist, we're dedicated to your health. We provide immunizations to keep you safe, along with health pack compliance packaging for easy medication management. Plus, our medication synchronization ensures all your prescriptions are ready when you need them. Experience personalized care and expertise at Corner Drug, where your health is our priority.
Insurance.
And we're back to the Wahpeton High School Gymnasium. I'd like to apologize, ladies and gentlemen, for our audio troubles in the Yield Advantage pregame show. We were picking up a whole lot of gymnasium noise. And this is my first time working a game alone here, doing the play-by-play, the color, and the producing. And I have forgotten to unmute my mic a few times, so if it's been a little quiet, I apologize. I'll try to do better here. The Huskies again working against that 1-3-1. Goes into Scout Woods, and she powers up for two. That helps the Huskies. We're at 31-19. Kindred Vikings lead in this second quarter. Trenbeth comes open for a three, and it's no good. Huskies rebound, and the Huskies are on the attack and transition. Langenwalter pull up two. Rebound is Sienna Fobb, and she's fouled on her putback attempt. So Sienna Fobb will go to the line, shooting two shots. Foul is called on Kennedy Bacco. That's her third personal, and it's the Vikings' third team foul of the quarter. Fobb's first free throw is up and good, and this free throw is brought to you by Dakota Ag Products. A great local company, Dakota Ag Products. And checking back in for the Huskies is an outstanding athlete, Cambry Mauk. Fobb makes her second free throw attempt. Also returning to the Husky lineup is Scout Woods. And we've got Viking basketball. They're going to be inbounding and setting their offense against the Wahpeton Huskies man-to-man. Liza Trenbeth working against Scout Woods this time. The switch to Langenwalter. Trenbeth drives, and her driving layup is good for two. Ahead to Cambry Mauk. Back to Piper Nelson, and it's batted out of bounds. Wahpeton Huskies Inbound on the sideline. Dangerous cross court to Langenwalter. Another 3 attempt for Piper Nelson. This one no good once again. Vikings in transition. They dump it down into Zoe Sharp. She pump fakes. Her shot's no good. And we've got a scramble at the top of the key, and the call is jump ball. This is a Fargo, North Dakota officiating crew. They're doing a fine job. Vikings will inbound on the sideline. Vikings holding on to a 12-point lead in the second quarter here. The Vikings really good at setting up these backdoor cuts. No shot, though. Kick out for a 3, in and out, no good. Steal by the Vikings, toss ahead, and a layup is good. Building that lead to 35-21. 14-point lead now. Huskies, they're going into Claire Woods, and she's on the attack. That shot is no good. Vikings come out of the scramble with possession of the basketball. They advance, try to set the offense, and turn it over on the sideline. Wahpeton Husky basketball. Hallie Miller has returned to the game. We have a Studio 22 shout-out line. Scout Woods doing some work under the basket. Her first shot's no good, but her second one is. She's staying with it. You can see the phone number right there. Transition for the Vikings, pass ahead, and that layup is good for another Viking basket. So send me a text. Make sure to include your name. You might not be in my contacts, so include a name, where you're watching from, and we'll try to get you some shout-outs at halftime. Pass ahead to Scout Woods, and she's trying to do business in the paint off the front iron, but she's fouled. Scout Woods is going to the line. This free throw is brought to you by All Seasons Car Wash. They have an automatic car wash, they have a self-serve bay, and you can even take care of your pets at the dog wash. I've used that many times. Very handy. Scout Woods makes her first free throw. 2-time All-State player for the Huskies. And here comes her second foul shot. Woods' second foul shot is good. And we're at 37-25 with 50 seconds left to play. Vikings set their offense. Liza Trenbeth, top of the key. She's asking for it, and she's going to drive left. Trenbeth's drive is no good. Rebounded by Claire Woods, and the Huskies are trying to advance. Maller testing the Viking baseline defense, and she's fouled with a block with 32 seconds remaining, 27 on the shot clock. But the shot clock don't matter. She's going to the line. Hallie Miller's free throws are brought to you by Country Financial of Wahpeton. Miller's first foul shot is up and no good. That last foul was called on Lila Kittleson. It's her second personal. It is the 5th team foul of the quarter, and the Huskies are in the bonus. Here's the second shot for Hallie Miller. And that one drops for Miller. 37-26. It's back to 11-point lead for the Vikings. They're running their high screen offense, passing across the top, trying to look for open shots. Kick out into the corner, nothing there. Here's Trenbeth. Trenbeth takes the handoff, and she's going to pull up for 2, and she makes it. That's a good-looking player. We're down to 10 seconds. Husky basketball. Hallie Miller with the ball in her hands, passes ahead to Cambry Mauk out of the trap. Mauk has trouble on the sidelines, and she loses it. It's a turnover. Kindred Viking basketball, 2.2 on the clock. What can they do with 2.2? Let's see what we got here. And we've got a heave from half court. That's Sierra Nipstead. It's no good. And your halftime score is Kindred Vikings, 5th-rated team in Class A North Dakota, 39, Wahpeton Huskies 26. And coming up next, we are going to have our halftime show after a few of these messages.
Safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
What would you do with a second chance? At Essentia Health, we understand the significance of second chances. Our heart specialists see them every day. That's why regular checkups and heart screenings are vital, even if you feel fine, and especially when you have a family history. Essentia Health is the right place for early detection, advanced treatments, comprehensive cardiac rehab, for second chances. At Essentia Health, we work hard to keep your heart strong for what's next.
Hey there! So we have 30 seconds to tell you why you should be a member of FCCU.
First Community Credit Union is member-owned.
But aren't all financials member-owned?
Nope, they're not.
Many have stockholders that drive decisions.
As a credit union, we put our members first.
As a matter of fact,
that means all the money that we make
cha-ching
gets reinvested back to you, our member owners.
So come see why.
Life is better with community at First Community Credit Union.
Comdell Innovation is now hiring production technicians for a variety of shifts with opportunities to make $20 or more per hour. Work in a clean, climate-controlled facility. Second shift, 4 10-hour days, every weekend off, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m., and 4 crew rotation, straight days, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., or straight nights, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Apply in person or online at ComdellInnovation.com. Comdell Innovation of Wahpeton, an employee-owned company.
Every business begins with an idea. With dedication, hard work, and high-speed broadband, that idea can grow into something giant. The member organizations that form BAND are proud to support North Dakota businesses every step of the way, from the soil to the stadium. The Broadband Association of North Dakota, helping North Dakotans grow bright ideas into big business.
At Smith Motors in Wahpeton, our goal is to find the vehicle that fits you, both in lifestyle and budget. Do more with the spacious GMC Acadia, the powerful, always dependable Chevy Silverado, or the rugged, hardworking GMC Sierra. Since 1960, Smith Motors has provided an excellent automotive experience featuring high-quality service and low-pressure sales. Chevrolet or GMC, the selection is great. And if we don't have it, we'll find it for you. Smith Motors, small-town friendly, big-town...
All right, basketball fans, you're looking live at Wahpeton High School Gymnasium, and we have some Just for Kicks dancers putting on a really great halftime show here. Our halftime show is brought to you by OSPTI. For all your physical therapy needs, contact the professionals at OSPTI with locations in Hankinson, Fergus Falls, and Breckenridge. And I got to tell you guys, these shout-outs are really starting to come in, so let's take a look at this during our OSPTI halftime show. First of all, we've got a shout out to Ryan Sunram. That's a Kindred Viking name that's watching. So, hey, we got some Kindred Vikings watching, and that's great news. Shout out to Ryan Sunram. Next one, we've got a shout out to Claire Langenwalter, a player for the Huskies, and shout out to the Huskies. That's coming from Aunt Karen watching in Seattle. Thank you, Aunt Karen, for joining us on Three Borders Sports Network. Huskies, shout out to the managers who work hard, from Tyler and Mandy Klein. It's great to hear from Tyler and Mandy. Awesome. Thank you for taking the time to text us here. Liza Trenbeth's Aunt Lisa and Brad are watching from Fargo. Again, more Viking fans watching here, and we hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Joe and Melanie Klosterman are watching, and they're cheering on the Lady Huskies. Big Husky supporters, Joe and Melanie Klosterman. So it's fantastic to hear from you. Adonica Good is watching. She's having a virtual watch party with Roseanne Lisney and Kathy Nelson. There is a bunch of really great teachers right there. Keep working, Huskies. That's the message from Adonica. That's great. We got another message. Thanks for the coverage from Brittany Summit. Let's go, Huskies. Watching from home while wrapping Christmas presents. I know Mrs. Lash is doing the same thing. Big shout out from Mrs. Lash to the Huskies. She is working on her Christmas presents as well. All right, another shout out to the Lady Huskies and Mr. Eckroth for a great job on the mic. Jess Gilsrud. Thank you, Mrs. Gilsrud. Very kind. You know, I've muted myself accidentally a few times, and that's not the worst mistake I've made. And I do apologize for some of our audio troubles earlier in the game, and we'll try to get that all straightened out. We had a whole lot of crowd noise in the microphone when we were trying to do the pregame show. We have another shout out, Joe and Larry in Arizona, watching Kennedy Bacco for Kindred. Real good player, Kennedy Bacco, a threat from three. Nice player, having a good game for the Vikings. And yeah, we keep hearing from Kindred fans. I actually lived in Kindred for 10 years. I went to school at Kindred Public Schools, K through 9th grade, and then I moved to Hawley, Minnesota. Kindred, really a great community. Tom and Bonnie Odegaard are watching those Kindred Vikings from Mesa, Arizona. Well, Tom and Bonnie, I'm kind of jealous. I wish I were in Mesa right now. And I got one more. Hi, Noel, it's Jeannie Schreiner, Go Lady Huskies. And if you're watching the Cowboys game, they're playing Perham tonight, and her husband Joe is on the call as the Cowboys take on the Perham Yellow Jackets. That's bound to be a really good Minnesota high school boys basketball game. Well, we've made it through the entire round of shout-outs that I've received so far. I'll try to work more in later, so if you want to send those, please go ahead and keep sending those. Area code 701-899-4490. Please be sure to include your name and where you're watching from. And thank you, everybody, for offering me a little bit of grace on my first broadcast. I got to tell you, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm seeing some good basketball. The Vikings look really tough. Rated 5th in state. The Huskies were a preseason 5th in state, and the Huskies have certainly had their moments. They're going to hope to lock down on defense a little bit and make a run, bite into this lead a little bit at a time. In the pregame lineup, when we had those audio problems, Coach Watson's 3 keys to the game were, number 1, take care of the ball, number 2, limit the Kindred Vikings second chance points, and number 3, get out on that three-point line and defend those three-pointers. Liza Trenbeth has some of the three-pointers. We also have three-pointers from Leah Rowland, and Kennedy Bacco has knocked down, I believe, at least one of those 3. I don't have the halftime scoring totals for you, but I'll get some stats at the end of the game for our post-game show. Right now, we've got 2 minutes on the clock, and the Huskies, they're warming up. The Kindred Vikings haven't taken the floor yet, so we're going to take a moment and go to a few more messages. We'll be back to the action in the second half after this.
Interstate Engineering, our business is about connections. We connect people to water, communities to counties, and counties to the rest of the world. Our work connects main streets to interstates, and yesterday with the potential of tomorrow. With over 40 years of connecting, our experience and expertise are thanks to the clients we have earned, the trust we have built, and the connections we have made. Interstate Engineering, the professionals you need, the people you trust.
Getting you back.
And we're back to live action at the Wahpeton High School Gymnasium. Possession arrow favors the Huskies to start the second half, so they're going to inbound the basketball. Looks to me like Hallie Miller will be inbounding. She's going to go to Piper Nelson, the point guard for the Huskies, and the Huskies are going to try to set an offense against this Kindred Viking zone. And yes, once again, we're looking at that 1-3-1 quarter court trapping defense. Off of a Viking foot and Claire Langenwalter's hand, possession goes to the Vikings. So here comes the Vikings offense. They're going to try to set this offense against the Wahpeton Huskies man-to-man defense. Liza Trenbeth has the ball. She's looking it over, driving. She kicks it out, and that is a good three-point basket for Kennedy Bacco. Bacco's three is good, and the Huskies are having a hard time defending that three-point. Piper Nelson, long three-pointer, but the putback basket is good for Scout Woods. Two more for Scout Woods. She's having a pretty good night. She's active on the glass, two-time All-Stater for the Huskies. Long three, that's Kennedy Bacco, and that's good. That's 2 threes in a row for Bacco. 6 points for Bacco, 2 points for Woods to open the second half. Sienna Faub attempts a three. Claire Langenwalter kicks it into Woods inside the lane. The shot's up and good. 2 more for Woods. Good ball movement by the Huskies. And here comes the Vikings. Trenbeth. Driving attempt at the layup. No good. Rebound Zoe Sharp. Her putback is good for the Kindred Vikings. Vikings defense knocks it out of bounds. It'll be the Huskies ball on the sideline. In for the Vikings is Taylor Sanders. She'll play a wing in that 1-3-1. That's a nice lanky wing to have in your 1-3-1 defense. That makes it tough to find good passing angles. Woods working in the short corner. She's looking for her friend Sienna Faub. Can't get it there. It's knocked out of bounds. Let's see what the Huskies have for an inbounds play. Piper Nelson is alone in the far corner. And it goes to Nelson. Nelson shooting the three just off the front iron. Here comes a Vikings fast break. Their layup is no good. And now the Huskies are trying transition. Here comes Hallie Miller. Hallie Miller put on the Euro step. Scoop shot is good. 2 points Huskies. Hallie Miller, nice drive in transition. Athletic forward guard that can pull off plays like that. Vikings looking to run some offense here. They're in that high 1-4 set, and they're running trend breath across a high screen. Pass goes into Bacco. Slip screen for Bacco, but she's blocked by Faub, and it's going to be Viking ball out of bounds. Nice defense by Faub on that play. That looked good. Let's see what the Vikings do out of bounds. They're in a flat set, and they're going to back screen with Trenbeth popping out. She's going to go on the attack and drive, and Faub gets another block. Here comes the Huskies in transition. Piper Nelson is not shy when she gets the ball, but she kicks it out. It's reversed all around to Hallie Miller on the opposite side. Three-pointer's no good. And we're going to have a scramble here on the floor. Jump ball is called. This time the possession arrow is for the Vikings. All right, Vikings running a really deadly high 1-4 offense. They slip screens. They get back doors out of it. Great execution by the Vikings. Now they're running more of a motion offense, a little bit of ball screen over on the right side. Trenbeth tries to feed Sharp, and it goes out of bounds. All right, Viking out of bounds play. So we're finally getting set here to run this out of bounds play. Good play. Trenbeth slips, gets a shot, misses. Follow-up shot misses. Deep three-pointer, Leah Rowland. It's good. Another three for the Vikings. It's raining threes in the Husky Gymnasium, and it's going down for the guests. Huskies working against that 1-3-1. A little bit of trouble with ball handling out on top. But they go to their security blanket inside. Scout Woods powers up, and she's fouled underneath the basket. She's going to go to the line to shoot a couple free throws for the Huskies. And these free throws are brought to you by Red River Grain. Here's your Red River Grain free throw from Scout Woods. It bounces around and drops for Woods. Huskies are looking at scoring 1 or 2 points per possession, and the Vikings are getting 2 or 3 points per possession. Second shot for Woods is good, so the Huskies get 2 out of that possession. Huskies looking at a half-court trap. Out of the half-court trap, we get another good look for a three from Leah Rowland in the corner, but she doesn't make it. Huskies in transition go to Woods, and Woods scores a layup in transition with a nice pass from her teammate. Once again, here's Rowland in the short corner this time. It's stolen by Piper Nelson. Pass ahead is stolen right back by the Vikings. Vikings are going to calm things down here a little bit. They're on the right sideline in front of the coach's bench. And the call is going to be double dribble, so a turnover for the Vikings. Vikings are getting a good shot every time down the floor. The turnovers are rare, and the Huskies are going to try to take advantage. The score is 50-36, so it's a 14-point lead for the Vikings. They've maintained a double-digit lead since the first quarter. Vikings have looked pretty good on offense, and their defense is doing what it needs to do. Here's a steal from Nipstead. Nipstead looks ahead to Bacco. Bacco is blocked again by Fobb. Bacco's making the threes, but when she tries to do work inside, she's running into Sienna Fobb, and that's a problem. The 5'11 sophomore for the Huskies has several block shots already. So here's the Vikings baseline inbounds play. It's going to Liza Trenbeth. Trenbeth, three-pointer. It's good. Another Viking three-pointer. Phenomenal shooting from the Vikings. Piper Nelson drives right down the middle of that 1-3-1 zone, and it rims out for the young 7th-grade player. Really a great athlete, and she's showing something here. She's not shy. She's going to take the shot. She'll take the drive. We also have another young player out here, a freshman. That's Gracie Falk. She turns it over. That leads to a Sierra Nipstead layup in transition. So we got some young guards for the Huskies, and the Vikings are taking advantage. Scout Woods gets a break. She's carried the offense for the Huskies. Claire Woods is in. She had a bucket earlier. Hopefully, she can add a few more buckets for the Huskies. We're looking at 54-36, and we're at 2:45 left in the third quarter. Not many fouls in the third quarter. We might not be going to bonus here. We might finish the quarter without any bonus shots. Trenbeth is working her spin moves in the lane and driving. Gets kicked back out to Nipstead. Nipstead drives right down the Husky defense and scores 2 points from point-blank range. Piper Nelson tries a three. It's rebounded. Rebound is from Gracie Falk, and then the Huskies knock down a shot from the perimeter. So we're at 56-38. Vikings looking inside. Steal. Claire Woods on the break. Pass from Claire Woods goes to Gracie Falk, and on the drive, Gracie Falk is fouled. Gracie Falk is a freshman, 5'7" guard, number 12, and she's going the line for the Huskies. This free throw is brought to you by Hornstein Family Chiropractic. For the best in chiropractic care, see Hornstein Family Chiropractic. Gracie Falk, first free throw is up. And we've got some stuff going on here with the huddle camera. I'm going to go to the backup camera, ladies and gentlemen. This ought to be a real adventure. I'm going to have to move the camera and reach over and try to operate the computer. Things are getting a little bit interesting up here in the media booth for the Huskies. And we just had a drive by Lila Kittleson. Huskies turn it over, Viking basketball. And I think on the backup camera here, I'm no longer dealing with a lagging audio with the camera, so I'm going to try to, I think this will actually help things quite a bit. So I'm going to be able to call the game as it happens. I think we're now in sync with the audio. There's a three-pointer for the Vikings, no good. That's the younger Trenbeth. Vikings get the offensive rebound. Liza gets the rebound. Setting the offense is Sierra Nipstead. Trenbeth back to Baco. They're running a dribble weave now. On the attack is Sierra Nipstead. She gets a driving layup. And the Huskies, it's your turn to go to offense. It's 58-39. Vikings are flirting with a 20-point lead. They're up by 19 right now. Piper Nelson over to Falk. Back to Nelson. High post is Scout Woods. And Claire Woods tries a foul line jump shot. That's no good. Here comes the Viking offense. Long pass ahead as the Huskies are slow to get back. Transition layup, Kennedy Baco. Looked like an assist from Nipstead, I believe. Huskies still looking at a trap. Move the camera here. Scout Woods drives the baseline, and it goes in. Two more for Scout Woods. Huskies break 40. And we are at 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Long three-pointer off the iron. Here comes the Huskies attacking. Here's the athleticism of Piper Nelson. Her layup's no good, but you can see the speed there. And no shot before we reach halftime. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the commercials still work, so we're going to go to a commercial break and see if we can bring the huddle camera back and kind of calm things down here a little bit. It's getting a little bit sporty, fans.
What you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
Here at the Amanda Frederick
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back to the Wahpeton High School Gymnasium. Basketball fans, thanks for sticking with us. I'm back to the backup camera, the huddle camera. Doesn't seem want to work for me, and I can't actually get it reset. So we're going to stay with the backup here. Hopefully you guys have sound. Hopefully you guys have camera. And we're going to bring you the fourth quarter of this game. It's 60-41 to start the fourth quarter. Huskies got an opening possession here. Hallie Miller drives. Her drive's no good, but it looks like we have a foul called And let's see who it's assessed to for the Vikings. It is the third foul for Zoe Sharp, first team foul of the quarter. Huskies inbounding underneath their own basket. Cambry Mauk will play it in. Huskies running a little movement and motion. Gracie Falk, deep three from the far corner. That miss is going to trigger a Kindred Viking fast break, and that is Liza Trenbeth scoring 2 points on the break. Nice left-hand layup, shielding the defense with her body. That is a very skilled player. 1-3-1 defense. They're extending and giving the Husky guards some trouble. Sorry you missed the Trenbeth layup. I didn't move the camera. Up and under for Scout Woods is good. And here come the Vikings. All right, looking things over is Liza Trenbeth. We've got a little bit of a motion offense going on. Driving shot. That's Leah Rowland going to the basket, and she's headed to the foul line. Foul is going to be called on Cambry Mauk. First personal, first team foul of the quarter. Shooting the fouls this time, Leah Rowland. And these foul shots are brought to you by the North Dakota State College of Science, home of the Wildcats. Here comes the second free throw for Rowland. Off the front iron, scores 62-43. And the Huskies trying to go to offense here and make something happen against this half-court trap. It's been a good defense for the Kindred Vikings. This is a puzzle to solve for the Huskies. They've had success at the high post. Scout Woods, high post, feeding Sienna Fobb. Ball is blocked out of bounds. With the block is Leah Rowland. All right, so 1-3-1 out of bounds as well. They make it look like man-to-man, but they're sticking with their zone, and they're doubling Scout Woods underneath. Long inbound pass went to Sienna Fobb. Now Cambry Mauk handles. Mauk to Piper Nelson. She's unbalanced at the half-court line and turns it over out of bounds. It's Kindred Viking basketball. No, hold on. Hold on. That ball was tipped. Dustin Payne, he's all over it. He saw it, and it remains Husky basketball. Huskies got a new shot clock out of that. And we have a 30-second timeout called by the Wahpeton Huskies. We're going to run some ads. We'll be back to the action after this.
Farm Agency, we do our best to make insurance a little less insurance-y for you. Hi, this is Amanda, your local State Farm agent. You've probably seen our team out and about volunteering in the community, participating in local events, and just doing our all-around best to support and encourage a healthy, vibrant community. Stop into our office sometime and find out why we've been consistently voted best insurance agency in the Valley and why State Farm has been a trusted household name in insurance for 100 years. We hope to meet you soon.
Any bank can tell you they have a rock-solid commitment to agriculture. Bell can prove it. To this day, every Bell Bank branch is partially built with rocks we've picked from our founder's farm. But our roots in ag have grown more than a few offices. They've shaped who we are and formed our entire approach to banking. Let us prove it to you as you grow your farm and prepare your legacy for the next generation. Bell Bank, committed to ag. In Wahpeton, talk to Rick Steckler.
And we're back to the Wahpeton High School Gymnasium. The fourth quarter has started, ladies and gentlemen. And we've had a little bit of action after that timeout. The ads ran a little bit long, but you didn't really miss anything. We still have Huskies basketball on the sideline with a few bobbles, a few near steals, and now it's kind of settled down for the Huskies a little bit. Scout Woods looking at a trap in the corner. She's back out to Hallie Miller. Scout Woods just inside the three-point line, and her jumper is good. Scout Woods can play facing the basket, back to the basket, and she can score from all parts of the floor. Having a good night tonight. Vikings also having a good night. Here's a steal by Piper Nelson. The Huskies trying to go transition, and they need to make something happen. Hallie Miller to Scout Woods, powers it up for a transition basket. A couple Husky baskets knock it down to 47-63. Vikings lead. It's still a solid lead for the Vikings as they score a layup. That looked like scoring was Sierra Nipstead for the Vikings. Nice attack against the Husky transition. Long three. All right, that one drops for Piper Nelson. And I forgot to move the camera. You might have missed that, but that long three-pointer drop for Piper Nelson, that's exactly what she needed. And we have a timeout called by the Kindred Vikings. This is a Carlson Family Insurance timeout, and we are going to go to a few ads during the Carlson Family Insurance timeout.
Minn Kota Ag Products has helped farmers with all their agricultural needs as the farming industry has expanded. They provide farmers with all their chemical, fertilizer, seed, grain, and elevator needs. They also offer deep band tillage, chemical application, and fertilizer application, just to name a few. Proud to be a partner in your operation since 1941. Download the MKAP Grower 360 app from your app store today to see current market prices, your tickets, and any essential information for your operation. Thanks for all your hard work.
And we're back to fourth quarter action in the Wahpeton Huskies gymnasium. Kindred Vikings have a 65-50 lead, leading by 15 with just over 5 minutes to go. We are on to our backup camera. Huddle camera is giving us some problems. So I have to remember to move this camera. So I'll keep trying to remind myself. And the Vikings turn it over out of bounds. It's going to be Huskies basketball. A little bit of a bobble there for Liza Trenbeth handling across the top of the key. So here come the Wahpeton Huskies trying to do something about that 15-point lead. Hallie Miller attacking from the high post. And her scoop shot is good against the Vikings, knocking that lead down to 13. Here's the Vikings, Liza Trenbeth. Leah Rowland on the drive. Deep three is no good. I think that was Taylor Sanders attempting that three. Gives Hallie Miller a chance to work in transition. Spin move, and she's blocked by Bacco. Bacco looks ahead. Transition layup is missed, but Bacco follows up her teammate's miss. Nipstead a little too high off the glass, but it was perfect position for Bacco to follow that up. Now we're going to Huskies offense here. Scout Woods on the sideline, being challenged by the Viking defense. Hallie Miller, cross-court pass. Langenwalter, deep three, and nothing but net for Claire Langenwalter. Three-pointer. Made three-pointers tonight are leading to a Three Border Sports Network donation to the Wahpeton All Sports Booster Club. And in the fourth quarter, the Huskies are coming alive with some made threes. Speaking of made threes, there's Bacco with yet another made three. Some impressive shooting here. Huskies go to work on offense. Foul line jumper, bounces around, and it's good for Scout Woods. Scout Woods, another two-pointer. Here comes the Vikings. Liza Trenbeth settles things down, and we're looking at a high 1-4 offense. Running it is Sierra Nipstead. Reverse, Trenbeth, she brings it back to the top. She gets a ball screen. She's handed off to Rowland. Rowland, Bacco, Trenbeth. A lot of ball movement for the Vikings. 5 on the shot clock, a 3 flies. Offensive rebound. Neither shot is good, and here comes Piper Nelson on the fast break for the Huskies. Huskies are starting to heat up a little bit. Hallie Miller, driving layup, drops. It's down to an 11-point game with 2.5 left. Do the Huskies have enough time? We just don't know. Here comes the Kindred Vikings. Baco looking for help. She gets it. And we have a timeout called by the Kindred Vikings. Things are starting to get a little bit interesting, and we are going to take a break. It's a full timeout. We'll be back to the action after this. And that was a 30-second timeout. Looks like they changed it to a full timeout, and that's okay. We're going to call it a Carlson family timeout for the remainder. So here's the situation. We got 2:18 left. Kindred just called a timeout. They have 70 points. Wahpeton 59. They're behind by 11, and it looks like we're ready to get back to the action. Both teams are out on the floor. Vikings inbound. Vikings running their offense. They want to get a basket here and maintain that lead. Driving left-hand layup, drops for Liza Trenbeth. She's just been electric tonight. Several Vikings players are really putting on a show here. Hallie Miller trying to answer, rebounds her own shot. She's blocked. That's Taylor Sanders with the block. Vikings in transition, 2-point basket. That is Sierra Nipstead with the finish. Here's Piper Nelson kicking it out to Hallie Miller. And the Vikings settle into their 1-3-1. Hallie Miller, deep three-pointer, no good. Fa bounces it out to Scout Woods. Woods, Piper Nelson, long two. Bounces around, no good. Fobb, high off the glass. She's fouled. She's going to go to the line to shoot 2 shots. These foul shots are brought to you by Red River Communications, Cable Channel 28. You can watch Three Border Sports Network this year on Cable Channel 28. Fobb's first foul shot is no good. The foul was assessed to Leah Rowland for the Vikings. That's her second personal, 4th team foul of the quarter. And the Huskies want to get to the line as Fobb makes the second one because you have an opportunity for points with the clock stopped. Now, Huskies go full court man-to-man, and here come the Vikings. Trenbeth, nothing, kicks it out. Satisfied to run their offense and work the shot clock, 20 on the shot clock. They want to keep working it and shorten this game. Driving baseline. Wow, what a shot. Left-hand drive, right-hand drive, left-hand finish. Leah Rowland. That might be a candidate for play of the week. Piper Nelson, three-pointer is good. Splash, Piper Nelson, the 7th grader is heating up. She's gaining confidence as this game goes on. Kindred works against the Huskies' full court press. And we've got a foul called. Looks like it's going to be against Hallie Miller. That's only the 2nd team foul. So the Huskies might be committing some fouls to sort of push toward the Kindred bonus to hope for missed free throws. Yep, that's what they're doing. Hallie Miller fouls. That's going to be 3. You're going to see this a couple more times. 3rd team foul. Hallie Miller's 3rd. She's got to kind of watch it. Vikings happy to run their offense. Huskies closer to putting Kindred in the bonus, but now we're down to 20 seconds. And it looks like the Vikings are just going to run it down the shot clock. Only a little bit less than the game clock. I'm hoping all of you will be able to stay tuned for our post-game show. We'll hear from Coach Watson. And the Vikings hold on to it. There's the buzzer, and that's the end of the game. Kindred Vikings 76, Wahpeton Huskies 62. Wahpeton Huskies home opener doesn't go quite the way that they hoped, but they had moments where they put things together on offense and gave us a little bit of preview of good things that might be in store for them for the rest of the season. I know they're disappointed, but it's not a bad showing. Kindred Vikings, to me, it looks like they're in mid-season form. They got great play out of Liza Trenbeth. Kennedy Bacco played well. Sierra Nipstead, we know that those three would be big players for them. Leah Rowland was an outstanding role player and did a really nice job for the Kindred Vikings, making it to 76 points. That's a healthy point total this early in the season, handling the Husky defense. So we're going to take a break and go to a few ads, and we'll come back for the post-game show, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, you'll be able to stay for us, and we'll interview Coach Brian Watson of the Wahpeton Huskies and get his thoughts as he reflects on tonight's home opener for the Huskies. Stick around for the post-game show.
Since 1987, Red River Valley and Western Railroad has served North Dakota and Minnesota with over 500 miles of track. Red River Valley and Western handles shipping, freight car repair, storage options, and now transload services. With over 30 years of experience in the railroad industry, they know dependable service is what you strive for. Red River Valley and Western is proud to be a part of the community since 1987.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health. Health lives here.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain Hefty Seed never changes. Red River Grain Hefty Seed works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain Hefty Seed has been saving farmers money for years. For all your grain and agronomy needs, stop in or call the friendly staff at 643-3738. Or visit them online at redrivergrain.com.
Is your athlete suffering from an ankle sprain or a hit to the head? Did you know that a chiropractic adjustment can decrease ankle swelling by half and get your athlete back to their sport quicker? Or dizziness, brain fog can come from a neck subluxation. With 20 years of chiropractic experience, Dr. Andrea at Hornstein Family Chiropractic knows personally how chiropractic adjustments can get you back to playing your sport in no time. Request an appointment online at hornsteinfamilychiropractic.com or call 701-672-1300.
Wahpeton Deli and Eatery, serving delicious deli staples paired with great service and friendly staff. They use the best ingredients and provide a great atmosphere. If you have an office party or an at-home celebration, Wahpeton Deli and Eatery can help with your next event. And now you can order online for in-store pickup. Check it out at wahpetondeliandeatery.com or call 642-3639.
No matter the time of year, there's never a bad time to get your ride sparkling at All Seasons Car Wash. Your ride deserves to shine all year round. We'll see you at All Seasons Car Wash.
Sometimes it's tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast. Hey, girls. Oh, love it.
Dad, what are you doing?
I'm TikToking.
Is he serious?
Don't even want me around anymore. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
All right, basketball fans, welcome to the postgame show. We just saw a really outstanding Kindred Viking girls basketball team, rated 5th in state in North Dakota Class A basketball, defeat the Wahpeton Husky home team, having their home opener not going the way they wanted it to. They were the preseason number 5, still a good team, still a pretty good game. Kindred Vikings just a little too much to handle. Now there is some good news tonight for the Wahpeton Huskies in the JV game. The JV Huskies won 40-39 as Skyly Pulskamp nailed a three-pointer with 3.5 seconds left in overtime, and that's a big reason why we kind of had a late start tonight. And then, of course, we had some audio things going on, and the Yield Advantage postgame show was maybe a little bit abbreviated, but we're happy to have you with us. And right now, joining us for the First Community Credit Union postgame show is Brian Watson, head coach Brian Watson of the Wahpeton Huskies. And, well, Coach,
how we doing?
Well, we're doing pretty good. Things got a little bit interesting, and, I did go to the backup camera a few times. I might not have moved it every time I should have.
Okay.
Probably the best mistake was muting myself once in a while. That might have actually been a good thing. But overall, we got through it. I think it was a good night for a broadcast. Not a great night, but a good night. If you go back and look at it, who knows? You might dismiss me on the spot.
I'm sure you did just fine.
But we didn't violate any FCC rules. So
There we go.
I think we're in good shape.
There we go.
Huskies home opener. Take a loss to what looks like a very good Kindred Viking squad. And you mentioned as some pre-game keys to take care of the ball, limit Kindred Vikings' second chances, and defend that three-point line. They got hot for a stretch there from 3. We were seeing three-pointers from Trenbeth, Baco, Roland got into it. They have a lot of weapons, Coach.
They're a pretty good team. Yeah, I mean they have kind of all the pieces that you need, and they play the right style. They got a lot of length, and their zone was pretty good. We were a little bit timid against it, and then finally with a quarter and a half to go, we started playing and looked like a decent basketball team. But we've got to figure out a way to play better defense, take care of the ball. We had 16 turnovers, but our defense was not very good tonight.
Okay. Do you have any scoring stats? Do you remember who led you in scoring?
I didn't
I'm
get
thinking
chance.
It's got to be Scout Woods.
I'm pretty sure Scout did. I didn't get a chance to look at the stats yet. But, I mean, we got the scoring from the people that we kind of expected to. We were able to get the ball down low to Scout a little bit. We really, for the whole night, we talked about this in timeout at halftime, we really didn't run our offense at all. We really just kind of passed the ball around and then just kind of stared and waited for somebody to do something. And against a team like this and, the type of defense that they're playing, you really have to kind of execute your offense and, cut into the gaps and find the open spaces against the zone. And we didn't do that. We picked it up a little bit, picked up the pace a little bit in that fourth quarter, cut it to 11. And then we let them get 2 easy ones, and then we were just never able to get back on track. I thought we were going to be able to cut that thing down to maybe 8 or 6, and then really, about 2 minutes to go, and then really be in business. But it's a work in progress. We've got a lot of things to do, and we've got to figure out, how to play within ourselves and play with some composure, things like that, and get better with every game. So we'll look at this one and get ready for Millbank here on Thursday.
Coach Watson, you mentioned the zone. You were looking at a 1-3-1 all night, and that's not that common of a defense to see in early December. You have young guards out there. Piper Nelson, what an athlete. You can see her blast of speed when she gets out there in transition, and what I really like, she ain't afraid to shoot the basketball, which is nice. Now, it took her a while to get one to go down. Yeah. After that, she was pretty good on offense, and she was definitely a threat. But you also have out there, you have a freshman out there, Gracie Falk, doing some work. And then, of course, the older guards are helping, Hallie Miller, and you've got Claire Langenwalter. But you've got a young crew going against a 1-3-1 zone trap. That's a tough ask for some really young guards.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. I mean, we play that particular defense too as well. I mean, we have stuff for it, but again, we didn't execute and we didn't run, the things that we were supposed to run. So, and I think some of that is early season stuff. It is some youth too. You have a 7th grade playing point guard, but I think for us, we just have to take it and learn from it. Look at the film. And see what we get. You mentioned Gracie. Gracie played some good defense there for a big stretch on Nipstead. I like what she did. And then, I did take Piper a while to get going. She was a little frustrated in the first half because she couldn't get anything to go in. I'm like, you just got to keep shooting it. I mean, you're gonna make some, but you can't be afraid to shoot, and you can't question whether or not it's a good shot. You just got to let it go. And then, once she knocked him down, then she was able to get going. And I just think as the season goes on, she's going to get more comfortable and play within herself and not trying to overdo it or anything like that. And it's just going to take minutes on the floor.
Well, I think your team had a really good second half, and I think as they went, they kept playing better for stretches, but Kindred always seemed to have an answer. Experienced players, highly skilled players. Some of your older players and your taller players, your posts were pretty good. I thought Sienna Fobb, she blocked a lot of shots. She got a lot of rebounds. She's a good passer. She can catch the ball. Claire was aggressive at times. I thought that was good. Second half, Claire Langenwalter knocked down a 3 that was all net. You've got, I think, a really good team. First game out, first home game, home opener. Probably a little bit of nerves, playing in front of a lot of family. But for stretches, you guys look pretty good, and you look like you really got something.
Yeah, we've got to just learn how to put that together for the entire game. We talked about that, of being able to play a full game. We talked about that at Minot. We played a good first quarter against South Prairie, and then the second quarter wasn't very good. And we just, it's a little bit of conditioning. It's a little bit of chemistry too as well, to try and figure out who's where and what people like to do and those type of things. And like I said before, it's just going to be, one game at a time. And the goal is to be, playing your best basketball at the end of the season. I know it sounds old, but that's really what it is. And we've got to try and win some of these region games. This is an important game tonight. It's our first region game. You need to be able to rack up some wins in the region and put yourself in a good position going into that region tournament. And we've got to figure out a way to do that here as we progress through the season.
Kindred Vikings will be a tough matchup for every other Region 1 team as well.
I
like how you guys stack up against the rest of Region 1. It really a good test for the home opener. And, already you got 3 games under your belt for your team.
Yeah.
1 and 2. That's okay. I think the wins are going to start coming for you.
Yeah, I hope so. We'll have to get back to work and get ready for Millbank on Thursday.
All right. Well, great, Coach. Anything else you want to add?
No, that's it. You did a nice job tonight. You had to go through the ringer tonight, so we'll make sure we get you straightened out. And
things got a little sporty up here.
Yeah.
It got a little bit interesting.
Yeah, I think for a newbie, you did pretty good, though.
Well, you have to actually go back and look at it and let me know what you think.
Well, we'll be fine.
I got just a couple shout-outs I didn't get to. Jaden Cavidro is watching in Texas, Mr. 701 in the house. Jaden Cavidro says, maybe real quick, one more. I think this is the last one. Shout-out from Justin, Jane, Luke, and newborn baby Will Campbell from Hannaford, North Dakota. They're cheering on Clear Langenwalter and the rest of the Huskies. We got shout-outs from Washington State, Arizona.
There we go.
So we had people watching. We had a lot of Kindred fans watching. So it's really been a lot of fun. And, well, thanks for including me in this great big basketball adventure we're going to have this year.
You're going to get plenty of work, so we'll get you straightened out.
Well, thank you, sir. And I think we'll go to maybe a few more ads, and then we'll probably close this thing down. Noel Eckroth at Wahpeton High School Gymnasium, high above the gymnasium looking out at the Husky floor. And I'm sitting here with head coach Brian Watson, also the owner and proprietor of Three Borders Sports Network, the streaming sports champions.
Life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Farmers, be ready this planting season by contacting Yield Advantage for all your seed and planting equipment needs. They carry high-quality products from Precision Planting, Intelligent Ag, Copperhead Ag, Outback Wraps, Wear Parts LLC, Midwest Seed Genetics, and more. Yield Advantage can help your planter from basic service parts to liquid fertilizer setups. All of the latest technology and often significantly less than buying a new planter. Be ready to hit the field by contacting Yield Advantage, 218-517-7878, or online at yield-advantage.com.
A local insurance team ready to serve you. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, providing home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance. As residents of your community, they understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted friends and neighbors. Together, they're building strong partnerships that help everyone succeed. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, a proud supporter of high school athletics.
And we hope to see you at American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates.
The folks at Tyler Farm Supply understand that farming is hard work, and that's why they only offer durable and reliable short-line farm equipment that you can depend on. Whether you're a small-scale farmer or manage a large operation, they have the tools that you need to get the job done quickly and efficiently. Plus, with their competitive pricing and financing options, Tyler Farm Supply makes it easy for you to get the equipment you need without breaking the bank. Give them a call today, 701-642-8827.
When challenging conditions arise, we don't back down. We up our game. We outpace the competition. Keep you ahead of adversity. We keep you equipped and bring you solutions that hit close to home. Channel leads the field so you can rise above. See how at channel.com/rise.
Make OSP.
All right, well, thank you, basketball fans, for being here with us tonight on Three Border Sports Network, as well as Red River Communications Cable Channel 28. This is Noel Eckroth in the Wahpeton High School Gymnasium signing off for Three Border Sports Network, and thank you for watching this broadcast of the Wahpeton Huskies versus Kindred Vikings in girls basketball. Thank you. Have a good night, everybody.